Hey guys, Leetsup here again with another video. This time we're going to be explaining to you guys the method I use to get used to new keybinds or settings. I've been working on these methods for a very long time, so hopefully you guys find these helpful. So first in the video we're going to be talking about how to get used to new build binds. So right off the bat, when you guys change your building keys, it's going to be really awkward to try to place any builds. Since when you're in the middle of a fight, your muscle memory is going to tell you to use your old keybinds, and then you die because of it. So I suggest you guys do these 5-minute routines every time you decide to start doing some pubs. For the first 5 minutes, you want to do a simple ramp, floor, wall, ramp rush. If you can't run through it at first, try crouch walking through it and then work your way up. So the next 5-minute practice you want to do is building a 1x1 by placing a ramp out, then looking down, build your walls all the way around, and then jump up to place a floor and a ramp. And then just keep doing that. This helps you improve by increasing the speed that you can place your builds and keep track of your builds. The next 5-minute practice you want to do is 90s. I know it may sound really hard with new keybinds, but trust me, within those 5 minutes you'll feel your muscle memory getting even better, and you'll feel your builds getting faster when you do your 90s. At first start off slow so you can see what inputs you have to do, and then over time just build your way up to the fastest you can do them with your new keybinds. Doing 90s helps you get used to new keybinds the same way doing a 1x1 does, except it just challenges you a lot more. So the next practice you want to do right after that one is kind of hard to explain, but I'm going to try to show you guys. So first you want to place a ramp, then place a floor, pyramid, and a wall, then jump up, place a floor and a ramp, and then a wall, and then just keep on doing that. I know this one's a bit much, but I think it helps you a lot with getting used to new keybinds. It makes you keep track of a lot of things, like making sure you're at the right height to jump out the pyramid to place the floor under you, and strafing backwards midair to make sure you land on your ramp. And also just the inputs you have to do to place your build, since it uses all of your building keybinds. I think this last 5-minute practice of getting used to new building keybinds is the most important one, since it's building while you're in combat. So first thing you want to do is go to a creative island, get your creature spawner from devices, and then drop it down. Move up to it to hit customize, and then change the creature type to ranged. Number of creatures, put that to the max. Wave timer to 1 second. Activation range to the max. Respawn range also to whatever the max is. Turn off damage spawner after spawn, and then invincible spawner, turn that on. Max spawn distance, turn that to the max. And then preferred spawn location, turn that on to random. After you start the game, just build as much as you can while you're fighting. I know this is an actual combat where people have guns and stuff, but I think this is way more effective than just dropping into multiple pub games just to get some combat experience with your new keybinds. So now moving on to edit keybinds. There's 3 main edits people use, which is the single edit, you edit with 1 keybind, the double edit, you edit with 2 keybinds, and the scroll wheel reset, which is you reset your builds instantly using your scroll wheel. The same way you get used to a new single edit keybind is the same way you get used to a new double edit keybind, so I'm just going to be grouping those 2 practice methods together. But with the double edit, you have to make sure that you're not pressing the same edit button twice. Getting used to scroll wheel reset is different from these, so I'm going to show you that method after. So the first thing you want to do when you change your edit keybinds is you go into a creative island and you place a spawn pad and just build lots of lines of walls. The reason behind this is because when I first changed my edit keybind to 2 edits, I found it very weird to try to move W and A like while I edit, so this just helps you get used to holding W and A or W and D depending on which direction you go while you edit. So you just edit a lot of walls whichever way you want, holding W and A or W and D. After getting used to moving while you edit, everything else gets so much easier when you try to practice your edits. After you feel like you're used to moving while you edit, I recommend you guys go to Raiders 6x6 edit map. I really recommend this map if you want to get used to new edit keybinds or you just want to get better at editing overall. I'm going to drop a code in the description if you guys want to go check it out. You should also do the combat training I showed you and just try to edit as much as you can. Alright, now we're on to mouse wheel reset. So personally, I don't use mouse wheel reset because I would have to change my reset building edit secondary to mouse wheel down, which is not too bad, but I use double edit, so I would have to also change my secondary building edit to mouse wheel down. But I'll try to do my best ability to show you guys good ways of getting used to mouse wheel reset instead of normal reset. So basically how mouse wheel reset works is you just point your cursor and you scroll your mouse down or up depending on what you binded it to, and it resets your builds instantly. A good way I found to practice getting used to mouse wheel reset is placing a lot of ramps in one direction, and then once you've done that, you edit your ramp like this, and then you confirm and reset it while you're in the air. Another one I found is placing a lot of pyramids and editing them up, and then once you run on them, you reset it. This one, all you need is a wall and a shotgun. So what you do is you do whatever edit you want, shoot through, and then reset. This one gets you used to shooting and then re-editing after. You should also try this in the combat training so you can get used to re-edits while you're fighting. And finally, the last one I'm going to be talking about today is how to get used to a new sensitivity really fast. On getting used to a new sense, I really recommend my aim map. It covers far tracking, close tracking, flicking, drop shots, all the stuff you basically need to get used to a new sense. And if you're on console, you don't have to worry about aim assist since all the targets are bots. The code for this map is also in the description if you guys want to go check it out. Also, another map I really recommend is Beaks aim map for PC players. Not so much for console players since the targets don't have aim assist on them, but if you're on PC, it's really good flick and track practice. Before you guys queue up for pubs, I recommend you guys doing at least one of these maps, and also at least 5 minutes of combat training, just so you actually get a feel for your sensitivity while you're actually fighting something. Anyways guys, that's the input I got on how to get used to new settings really fast. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure to drop a sub. Would really appreciate it. Anyways, thanks for watching.
Wow, this man's a god. Theories.